Hello student, how are you? I think you all are fine. So student, I want to say two things here. So first is you all are subscribe my YouTube channel so that you can't miss out the upcoming content. And second thing is we I want to say by through perseverance, endeavor and hard work we would be able to get our desired goal. So here we have to discuss here about how we use mathematics in physics. So we are going to discuss here about curve tracing, about concept of solid angle and differentiation, integration, trigonometric identities and second order differential equations solutions. So first we discuss here for curve tracing. So the scenario different functions are given here. So this is the linear equation of line y is equal to mx plus c. So we know in first quadrant x and y both are positive. In second quadrant x is positive, y is negative. In third quadrant x and y both are negative, and fourth quadrant x is positive, y is negative. This is the in fourth quadrant x and y coordinates, and this is the equation of line y is equal to mx plus c, and we rewrite here x y2 plus y becomes that would be equal to c, or divided by 6 on both sides, this becomes x by 12 plus y by 6 equal to 1. So here this is the equation of line x y a plus y by b is equal to 1. This is standard equation of line. This is also the equation of line y is equal to mx plus c. Here the slope of line is minus 1 and intersect or the c is intersect on y-axis. Intersect on y-axis. This is the intersect on y-axis. This is 6. This is 6. C is equal to 6 here. And here we also see here x intercept of x-axis is 12 and y-axis is 6. So intersect at x-axis, that is 12. The coordinate would be 12, 0, and intersect of at y-axis, that will be 0, 6. So joining these points, this is the equation of line, and by this equation we this slope is negative here. This is this line from x-axis that is making obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. This is obtuse angle. So the slope would be negative for obtuse angle with the x-axis, and this is the intersect of y-axis. This is 6. So this is the equation of line, and we have to find the slope. Slope would be 6 by 12. This is 1 by 2, but this is the angle, so slope would be minus 1 by 2. So this is the equation of line. By generalized form, we have easily draw the curve, and the second is y is equal to x cube. In this is a odd function, x square, x5, x4, x6, x8. This is an even function. This is an odd function. So for the negative value of x, the y would be negative. Here the for the negative value of x always positive. Either the x value of x is positive or negative. So this is even function. Here the curve we draw here. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. When x is equal to 0, so this curve will be passed through the origin. For x is equal to 1, so y is equal to also 1. X is equal to 2, so y is equal to here 8. So this point, suppose this is 2, so x becomes here in this point, and similarly we have meeting this point, so curve would be like this type, and this is negative side. So this is the curve for y is equal to x cube, and another is y is equal to x square. This is the equation of parabola. The equation of parabola, that is x square is equal to 4ay. X square is equal to 4ay. This parabola is symmetrical about y-axis. X square means for positive or negative value of y, x is positive, also always positive. For negative value of y as well as positive value of y, x is always positive. So imagine in what coordinate would be the curve can be drawn. So here the x-axis and y-axis, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. So for positive value of y and negative value of y, so y is equal to x square. Here the curve is given y is equal to x square. This means this curve is symmetrical about y-axis. So y square is equal to y is equal to x square. So this curve will be symmetrical of x. Suppose x is 0, so this curve will be passing through origin for x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1, x is equal to 2, y is equal to 4. So suppose this is point 2, this is point 2, so this point is 4, this point is 4, and similarly this curve being like this. And similarly for negative value of x, y would be positive. For negative value of x, y would be positive. So this is upward parabola. So this is the equation of y is equal to x square. And for x4, for the value of this is x square. For the value of x4, this curve would be shrink because of value of the slope would be increased. Because of the value of x is increasing, then y would be more increasing. Y would be more increasing. And x is for x6 y is equal to more increasing, for x8 y is more increasing. So curve like this and this is the y is equal to x4, this is y is equal to x6, this is y is equal to x8. So for y is equal to x8 the curve more sink, for x6 less, x4 less, and y is equal to x square. This type of curve here drawn. The equation parabola, if equation is given y is equal to x square, so curve would be symmetrical about y axis. If equation is given x is equal to y square, so curve would be symmetrical about x axis. Curve would be symmetrical about x axis if equation is given x is equal to y square. And equation is given y is equal to x square, the curve would be symmetrical about y axis. Always remember. So this is also draw here curve. So next is y is equal to x. Y is equal to x means y is equal to x. This is x axis, this is y axis. So slope is here, slope is positive, and intersection is 0. C is equal to 0, no intersection. And for x is equal to 0, y is equal to also 0. So this curve is passing through origin and slope is positive. So we know for positive slope the tangent, the line would be make angle, will be make angle acute. with the x-axis. So this is the line. Mine would be make acute angle. This is acute angle. Acute angle. This is the line equation y is equal to x. This is the equation of line. And for y is equal to minus x, for y is equal to minus x, this is obtuse. This is here the slope would be, this is the condition. Here the slope is negative, m is negative, and intersection is 0. So this line will be passed through the origin, and we have to calculate negative slope. So we know for negative slope the angle made by the x-axis will be obtuse angle. So this is the obtuse angle here by the x-axis. This angle is obtuse. This angle is more than 90 degrees. So this is obtuse angle. This is obtuse angle. This is more than 90 degree. So this is the curve y is equal to minus x. And another function is y is equal to mod of x. For y is equal to mod of x, it means mod of x means the function is for minus x, we have to draw the function for f is equal to x and x is equal to minus x. Both. This is the combination of both function. This is written as y is equal to plus x and y is equal to minus x. This is the, sorry, y is equal to minus x. This is the combination of lines here. This is y is equal to plus x and y is equal to minus x. We have to draw here the y is equal to plus x and y is equal to minus x. So y is equal to plus x is this. This is y is equal to plus x and y is equal to minus x is this. So this is line y is equal to x and this is y is equal to minus x. This is y axis, this is x axis. Y is equal to x, this line making the acute angle, this making the obtuse angle for the x axis. For positive, this is positive, this is negative. Simple, simple. Another curve is y is equal to mod of x minus 1 plus 3. In this curve, we know the equation of circle is x minus a square plus y minus b whole square is equal to r square. R is the radius, a and b is the coordinate. When a and b, both our coordinates are 0, it means this circle is passing through the origin. So the circle would be this type. This is the origin of circle. This is 0, 0. In position of x square plus y square is equal to r square. This is the radius of circle. This is x axis. This is y axis. In this equation, we are seeing here that when the center position of center is 0, 0, then this circle is passing through origin. So the coordinate of center is 0, 0 here. But for this condition, that is x is equal to a and y is equal to b. So we draw the graph for this position. That is a, b. Suppose this is a, b coordinate here, a comma b. This is also, both are positive coordinate, a, b. This is the center of circle, and this would be the, we don't have the radius, measurement of radius, so we approximate drawing here. This is the radius r and this is the center. So center is shifted from this point to this point. So this is shifting of center. This is shifting of center here. This is coordinate 0, 0. We say center is shifted from origin point x and y to AB. So here the shifting of center here from center to this point. Similarly, in this scenario, this is the equation of line y is equal to mx plus c. But here two values. This means mod means the curve should be in this direction and this direction also. Mod means this curve is for x minus 1 plus 3 and x minus 1 minus plus 3. For these two scenarios, this curve is follows function of this and function of this, function of x, and here the values are x minus 1 plus 3 minus x plus 1 plus 3 for positive and negative. So in this scenario, we take this and we know y is equal to the intersect of y axis is 3 and x minus 1. So this is the shifting of y. We know intersection of y axis is c and the height from the x axis of y coordinate point, the point would be 3 here, but by this circle equation, as the center of the circle shift a from x axis, similarly this point would be 1 and 3 and intersection of y axis, this is y. Suppose this is 1, suppose this is 3 0 3, and suppose this is 1 1 0, and we know the point would be here shifting point. So x coordinate would be 1 and y coordinate would be 3. See over here, in the equation of circle, we have shifted the center of the circle. AB coordinate is here from origin. So similarly, from origin here, we have shifted this point x and y here. So this curve would be, and slope for positive slope. So this curve would be passing through 1 and 3. For the value of 0, the value of y would be here. Put the value x is equal to 0. So y will be plus 2. Y would be plus 2. This means if we putting the value x is equal to 0, y is equal to 2. And for x equal to 0 here, this would be 4. So this curve would be like this. The origin 0 0 would be shifted here. And another problem you can understood is, or clearly here, I draw another graph here for more clarification. Here the graph is x minus 1 y is equal to x minus 1 square plus 3. This is the equation of parabola. So we already say you, when the equation is given in y is equal to x square, then the graph would be symmetrical about y axis. For the positive and negative value of y, x would be positive. So x would be positive in first and y will be positive in first and third quadrant. So this would be symmetrical about y-axis. So the intersect of y-axis is 3. This is the intersect of y-axis. This parabola, here we see the shifting of the curve. Here the shifting of the curve. This is the equation. Suppose this is the equation of line. Y is equal to, suppose this is the equation of line. Y is equal to, suppose this is capital X plus C. Capital X plus C. This is the equation of line. Capital X is equal to, here given, x minus 1 whole square. So what is the procedure to draw this line? Y is equal to x plus C. So this point would be 3 for this, but here the equation of parabola, this is x is equal to x minus 1 whole square. So this means this, like as equation of circle is x minus a y minus b whole square is equal to r square. This is the standard circle equation. So we know the center is shifted from by a and b. This shifting is a and this shifting is b. Similarly, the x coordinate would be 1, here 1, and y coordinate would be 3. Y is 3 here, the intersect of y axis, and x is shifted here 1. So this would be graph of parabola here, 1 comma 0. So we have to, this is the, if equation would be x square plus 3, suppose this equation would be here, then this graph would be passing through 3 comma 0. This graph would be passing through 3 comma 0. But when x minus 1 square means x coordinate also shifted 1 from 0 coordinate to 1. So this would be x minus 1. And for y is equal to x square plus 3, this would be like this. This would be like this. From origin to e shift 3, 3 comma 0, 0 comma 3. So shifting of graph you have to understood here. So another problem is x minus 3, x minus 3, x minus 3 square plus 2, y is equal to x minus 3 square plus 2. So this is the equation of parabola. Y is equal to x square plus. So shifting, C shifting here. X coordinate is shifted 3. X minus 3 means x coordinate shifted positive 3. X plus 3 means x coordinate shifted in minus 3 direction. So this would be, coordinate should be here. Suppose this is 3 comma 2. So this is the equation of parabola. X axis, y axis. Here you have to understood how we shifted the graph. X minus 3 means we placed x minus 3 is equal to 0. So x become 3, coordinate of x become 3 and coordinate of y become 2. This is the equation of circle. So put x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x coordinate would be a and y coordinate will be b. Y minus b is equal to 0. So this is the coordinate. Similarly, here get result. Another question, x minus 1 whole square minus 1. X minus 1, x minus 1 whole square minus 1. So coordinate of shifting is shifting of curve, as like this, shifting of curve. Coordinate of shifting, this is positive x1 or this would be negative, y is negative, x is positive. So x is positive and y is negative. This means y is negative, x is positive, y is negative. This is 1 minus 1. Here x is positive, y is negative. So this would be the graph of parabola. You have to see here the concept of shifting of graph. Graph drawing is not difficult, but you have to understand the shifting concept here. Here x minus 1, so x minus 1 would be 0, so shifting would be 1, and y coordinate is intersect at this is c, so y is minus 1 plus c. The line equation is y is equal to mx plus c. This is parabola and this is intersect. This graph is parabola, so shifting of this graph x minus 1, so this coordinate become 1 and minus 1, this is intersect, this is minus 1. Another graph x square plus 3, x square plus 3, x square plus 3. This means x square plus 3. This is also parabola, symmetrical about y-axis, but intersect is 3. This is C. This is intersect about y-axis. This coordinate would be 0, 3. So curve would be like this. This is y-axis, this is x-axis. This is parabola. This is 0, 3. So shifting here, x-axis not shifted 0 and y-axis shifted 3. So 0, 3. This is the shifting of graph. Y is equal to root x. Y is equal to root x. So this graph would be root x. Root x means the value of this is always even function. Positive value. This function is defined for the positive value of x. Positive value of x. If the value of x is negative, this would be the imaginary function. Because of root of minus x would be root of I, root of minus 1 is equal to I square. This is the iota. I is equal to root minus 1. So I square is equal to minus 1. Sorry. I square is equal to minus 1 and I is equal to root minus 1. This is iota. This is complex. So for positive value, x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. So this graph would be passes through origin. So on putting the different values of x, we found such type of graph here. Next is e raised to power x. Y is equal to e raised to power x. This is x and y. For x is equal to 0, y becomes e raised to power 0 is 1. So at origin this coordinate would be 0, 1. And x is equal to 0, x is equal to infinity, x is equal to infinity, y is also infinity. This means so this graph is going through infinity and x is equal to e raised power 0 is 1 or e raised power minus infinity, x raised power minus infinity. So this becomes 0. Minus infinity would be here, plus infinity would be here. So for minus infinity, this graph like this being approximately 0 and matching this point and exponential, this graph going to infinity. This is the point for minus infinity, y is equal to 0, this is like 0, so this graph becomes exponentially increases. For y is equal to e raised to power minus x, e raised to power minus x, so scenario becomes just reverse. E raised to power 0, that becomes 0, 1, this coordinate is 1, and e raised to power infinity, positive infinity, for it becomes 0, and negative infinity, for it becomes exponentially increases. This graph becomes like this. This is y axis, this is x axis. 1 minus e raised to power x, this graph is very important. You see the capacitor, the charging of capacitor. So this graph is seen in charging for capacitor. This is q equal to q maximum 1 minus e raised to power tau by rc, t by rc, t by rc, rc is time constant. So this is graph is important. We have used in capacitor. So we draw here. So graph is y is equal to 1 minus e raised to power minus x. So for x is equal to 0, so e raised to power 0 is 1. So this becomes y is equal to 0. So this is clear, this graph initiate from origin. This is clear, this is coordinate 0, 0, and when e is equal to infinity, so for x is equal to infinity, y becomes e raised to power infinity minus infinity 1 upon infinity, 1 upon infinity is 0, so this becomes 1 minus 0 is equal to 1. So this coordinate becomes, suppose this is 1, 0, 1. So this is exponential graph. So exponentially this would be like this. This is the point of 0, 1. So this is the graph for 1 minus e raised to power x. And xy is equal to constant. This is proportional graph. So this graph would be xy is equal to constant. This means rectangular hyperbola. This is x axis, this is y axis, and this is xy is equal to constant. This is rectangular hyperbola. And here the tan x and sec x graph, sin x and cos x graph, you all are know. Sin x sinusoidal, cos x. And here one concept I have to discuss here. The sinusoidal graph, the sin theta, if angle is very small, sin theta would be treated as theta, tan theta would be treated as theta if theta is small. So sin theta and tan theta both are increasing function, but when angle is small, small angle, and for small angle also cos theta is equal to 1. This is the assumptions in physics, and assumptions and I applied by the conceptual approach here prove how we use these assumptions in physics. So let us see here. This is the cos theta is equal to 1 sin theta. So you also see sine 30 degree is, the value of sine 30 degree is 1 by 2, and 30 degree would be written as pi by 6 radian. So pi, value of pi is 3.14 by 6. This is approximately 1 by 2. This is angle is very big in comparison to 5 degree, 4 degree. So for 5 degree to 4 degree, this would be value would be the sine. So radian and the value of angle would be the same. So we say sin theta would be c theta, tan theta would be theta. So here see here sin 30 is 1 by 2 and 30 degree is approximate 1 by 2. Somewhat less, but this angle is very big in comparison theta. Our assumption is theta is very small. So for a small angle, so this assumption is true. So we practically give an example you to better understand here this phenomena, how we apply here the in physics. Suppose a coherent source, this is a coherent source, fringe is here. So we suppose this is a, this distance is d, and those, yes, two slits are here. This is slits. This slits is suppose S1. This is S2 slit, and distance between two slits is D. And from center of the slit, from center of the slit, from D distance, this source is monochromatic source is placed here. This is the center. This is center of the slit, and a screen is here. This is a screen. So here see the monochromatic light. This is wave by the coherent source. That source having the same frequency, same wavelength, and fixed phase difference. That is coherent source. Monochromatic light is the essential fact. Monochromatic light means one light is here, one color light is here. So monochromatic beam is travels like this and this, and after that it meet. Here the maxima built. Maxima interference is here, bright interference. Here we placed a slit. Here we placed a slit here, and here also a slit. The thickness of slit is 3. Is this? This is mu. This is mu1 refractive index. This is mu3. This have mu4. Medium. The refractive index of the, this is a glass slit. This is slit here having refractive index mu2. This is having refractive index mu3, and this medium having refractive index mu4. So we have to find here the this length, shift of central maxima. Central maxima, if the this source oblique incident on slits, and due to this thin sheets, so this, if these are not placed, the incident, oblique incident and discipline, this center maxima would be placed here, but by these arrangements this shifted upward. So we have to find the why. So here I want to see you how we approximation made, that is sin theta would be equal to tan theta. Here we show the approximation. So sin theta is increasing function and tan theta also increasing function. So we write here for small angle sin theta would be tan theta. So how we write here? So this is the angle is theta suppose, and this would angle would be theta also, and this distance, this is this monochromatic light travels here and here. So this is the path difference between two lights. We draw a perpendicular here. So this is extra path. This beam is traveled this distance. This beam is traveled this distance. This is more distance. So this path difference, we have to find here the path difference here. So this path difference would be, this is the d. So this would be d sin theta. This path difference. So we write d sin theta, and refractive index is mu1 plus mu2. We don't worry, we have to only demonstrate here about the sin theta and tan theta. The mechanism of these interference would be explained while the chapter is. So don't worry, we also here only showing you how sin theta and tan theta related. So mu2 minus mu3, this is t plus, and this angle would be also theta, and this angle also theta. This is same part difference. So this is the part difference. This would be d sin theta. So this would be also d sin theta mu 4. D sin theta mu 4 is equal to 0. Path difference would be central maxima. This is 0. So d mu sin theta is equal to tan theta. Mu 1 d tan theta written as mu 2 minus mu 3 into t d tan theta, mu 4 is equal to 0. So tan theta would be, so this distance is also d. Suppose this distance is d and this distance is d. So tan theta would be d by d. So this will be mu d square by d, and this would be mu 2 minus mu 3 t plus mu 4 d. Tan theta would be y by d. So this is the approximation here we used in physics. This is the wave optics and we utilize here. So this is the concept. So for 10x, the graph would be discontinuous at pi by 2. This is the line of asymptote. So for 10x, the graph would be, this is the, suppose this is pi by 2. This is minus pi by 2. This is pi by 2. This is pi. This is minus 3 pi by 2. This is minus 3 pi by 2. This is asymptote. This is line of asymptote, and this is minus pi by 2. This is pi, or this is minus 3 pi by 2, and this is 0, 0, 0, 0, and pi 3 pi by 2. So at tan 0 is equal to 0, or tan pi by 2 becomes infinite. So this curve like this, or minus pi by 2 also infinite. So this is the curve here, and this is also, and this is also. This is asymptote. This is also asymptote. Or for cos x curve, cos x would be also would be for cos curve. This would be for the cos curve, and this also not. This is not. This is for cos curve. This is tan curve, and for cos curve, this would be like this, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. This coordinate would be, and here this time. This is asymptote line. This is asymptote. This is asymptote. This and this. This is coordinate would be uh, this y axis 0 minus 1, 0 minus 1, and 0 1. Y is 0, sorry, 1. Sorry. This would be minus 1, 0, minus 1, sorry. This would be, this is y. So this would be 0, 1. So this would be 0, minus 1. And this would be 0, minus 1. This is the graph for, this is the tan, tan theta. This would be sec theta. This also sec theta. This also sec theta. So this is the trigonometric graph. You can draw easily. This is continuous at, both graph are continuous at pi by 2. 0 to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and thereafter this is the discontinuity here. So this is the drawing of curve here, and another topic is concept of solid angle. Concept of solid angle. So concept of solid angle. Concept of solid angle. So solid angle, what is solid angle? Solid angle would be 2 pi 1 minus cos theta. This is steradian. Steradian. Measured in steradian. So we know for sphere, solid angle would be 4 pi. We here place the value theta is equal to 2 pi, then solid angle we find 2 pi 1 minus cos 2 pi. This becomes cos 2 pi is equal to minus 1, minus plus, so this becomes 4 pi. So solid angle for sphere solid angle is 4 pi. This derivation I have also derived in electrostatics PYQ video. You should go my channel, and in this video I have also provide the proof of solid angle, how we get this angle is 2 pi 1 minus cos theta. So here we take suppose a cone here. This is a cone, and this angle would be solid angle, and here we take a strip or r radius, and radius of this having radius r, capital R. So this is capital R, and by the integrating, the thickness of the area would be 2 pi r. This is dr thickness, and we take the angle here d phi, and the strip would be d phi angle makes, so sorry, this is angle is phi, and this strip makes angle d phi, and r d phi will be, this is radius r, r d phi would be dr, and we know the solid angle would be integral dA upon r square. dA would be 2 pi r dr, 2 pi r dr, and r square limit 0 to theta. This is solid angle. Will r by r is equal to, this is r or this is r. So this r by r would be, this is r and this is r by r would be sine phi. So putting value here, r would be r sine phi and dr would be r square d phi, and 0 to theta, r square cancel out, 2 pi, and integration of sine phi is equal to minus cos phi and limit theta to 0. So this becomes 2 pi, cos 0 is 1, 1 minus cos theta. This is the solid angle, and by the use of solid angle we can easily calculate out the flux when the, this is a cone and charge is placed on the vertex of cone. By the using of formula we get the flux q by epsilon naught 1 minus cos theta, q by 2 epsilon naught 1 minus cos theta. For subtended angle 4 pi, the flux would be, 4 pi angle is solid angle, for flux would be q upon epsilon naught. So for this angle, the flux would be, for this solid angle, the flux would be multiplied by, so for 4 pi angle, so we have to calculate for this angle, so 4 pi upon into 2 pi 1 minus cos theta. So 2 pi 2 cancel, so this becomes this by unitary method. So this is the concept of solid angle, and this is very essential to know how we applied the concept of solid angle. So here we discuss differentiation and integration. So differentiation, what is differentiation or what is integration? Differentiation, differentiation is a derivative of a function. Differentiation means we have talking about the change in the output regarding to change in input. The functional change, the input function change, that is related by output function change. This is the rate of change. This we written as the, we have also mathematically say the differentiation is the slope of a curve at a particular point. So this is dy over dx. This would be limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x. This is the delta x, delta y and delta x is the more change when the, this curve is, suppose this is a curve and we have to, suppose this is x and this point is x plus delta s, this point is y. Suppose this is xy coordinate, this coordinate will be x plus delta x plus y plus delta y. When these are coordinate are far away, so this is the line from the joining line. When these 2 points, this is suppose P and Q points are very near, this would be dy over dx. So this point should be very close. Then the tangent at that point would be the derivative of this curve. The tangent at that particular point, this is suppose R. So R is the point where the tangent shows derivative of, curve. So we also know the derivative of displacement, that is change in displacement with respect to time, this is velocity, derivative velocity with respect to time, that is acceleration. So these are the derivatives. So we also show the derivative of this curve would be the tangent at any particular point. The tangent would be differ at different points. So at that point the tangent is this, for this particular point tangent would be this, for this particular point tangent would be this. For particular point tangent is defined for any a particular point. That is the differentiation. And integration integration is integration is opposite of differentiation. Differentiation of rate of change of the function, and integration is the addition of a small teeny segment that is in different direction. So addition of that segments from initial to final limit. On integrating, we get the path of the curve. So if the integration, we say integration, so this is this integration, and we have to this graph suppose, and at that particular point we have the tangent here. So we know the slope at that particular point, this is the angle theta. When we know dy over dx, or this is the suppose x and y point, and this is suppose 0 and 0 coordinate here is at origin. So we have integrate dy over dx from 0 to x. If we integrating along the x, so this would be x and this would be y. So putting this would be y and this would be x. Putting the value of x, this is x. Putting the value of y, this is y. This is I am saying you, this is a particular value we have put, so we get the equation of the curve. So in practically, mathematically, we can say the integration is the summation of the, this is summation of the this infinite segments, tiny segments, infinite tiny segment. So by integration, integration means addition of this tiny segment dx and dy. That is the integration. And the area under this graph, the making area with x-axis and this curve. So this is the area of the curve. This shows the area of the curve. Integration shows the area of the curve also. So this is the phenomena where work if we have to, if force is variable, with displacement, then we have to find the force by integration, that is 0 to x f into dx. This is the integration. So this is the way we have applied the integration and differentiation in physics, and in practical we have also demonstrate in my video, that is a variable refractive index. We discuss when the refractive index is variable in y direction and x direction, how we apply the Snell's law over variable refractive index and get the path. So in these both scenario, we have find the slope of the curve, and finding slope of the curve, we integrate from origin to that particular point. At that particular point, we apply the Snell law from initial position to that particular position. So by the procedure, we get the equation of curve here. So this is the concept here, and these concepts are applied in the for getting the refractive index in variable refractive index, or calculation the path of the mirage. So these are the basic uh, these applied in the our physics, like as variable refractive index, we getting the on integration, and we analysis of work analysis, various of the process. They say we have to find the current in, we have given charge, and we have the finding the charge on capacitor. So we also integrate these functions. We use in the problems by the integration. So these are the basic concept here. So differentiation and integration. We have defined here the differentiation for differentiation is we have some formula you have to remember. Suppose this is differentiation of log x, that is 1 by x d over dx. So how we know the differentiation of log x is 1 by x? So we suppose function of y is equal to, this is natural log, right here natural log x. So on differentiation dy over dx would be natural log x, and this dx here. So we here write dy over dx, dy over dx of natural log x. So dy over dx, this is dx, dy over dx we write here, sorry, this is natural log x. So y would be natural log e base x. So we write here x is equal to e raised to power y. We write here x is equal to e raised to power y. We know log e raised to power y would be x. So differentiate dy over dx. This becomes e raised to power y dx over dy. Sorry, this becomes dx over dy. This is dx, so this becomes dx over dy. So this becomes dx e raised to power y, and y becomes here y is equal to e raised to power log x. So y becomes log e x dx upon dy. So we know the property of logarithm, that is m log m base a is equal to a. So by this property we have to write here x is equal to dx over dy. So this becomes dy over dx is equal to 1 by x. So this is the basic differentiation here, and similarly we have to find here the differentiation of x raised to power x. This is y. So taking log y x log x by UV rule, first and second function, this becomes 1 by y dy over dx log y, differentiation of log y 1 by y, and this is first function as it is, differentiation of second function, this is 1 by x plus second function as it is, differentiation of first function, that becomes x1. So this becomes 1 plus log x, and y becomes x raised to power x. So dy over dx becomes x raised to power x 1 plus log x. This is the differentiation. So formula of differentiation, sin inverse x is equal to 1 upon root 1 minus x square, cos inverse x is equal to, differentiation of cos inverse x is equal to 1 upon minus 1 upon root of 1 minus x square, tan inverse x is equal to, differentiation of tan inverse x 1 upon 1 plus x square. These are the formulas. Sec inverse x is equal to 1 upon x root x square minus 1, or cosec inverse x minus sin. So these are the formula, and log a raised to power x is equal to a raised to power x into log a e raised to power x, differentiation of e raised to power x e raised to power x. This is for differentiation and integration is just opposite. Suppose and we have UV method here, and for the division we have method. Just suppose U by V function of, so we write V square V differentiation of U, V as it is d over dx U, and minus U differentiation of V. This is the UV rule, U by V. UV rule I discussed, chain rule, and for integration, the first and second, when two functions are given, I let. This is first function, inverse function, this is logarithmic, this is algebraic, this is trigonometric, this is exponential. We use let. I for first, if I and L, then this is second, and this is and this is first, this is second, this is first, this is second, this and this first, this second. This order, the second function. Take the second function. So integration of log x, we have to by 1 and 2, so by 1 and 2 function, so we have calculated this would be x log, this is base x upon, this is the integration you have to find. So we summarized here some formula, and some formula are, and trigonometric function, sin theta cos theta, complementary some as supplementary angle, and complementary angle. Supplementary angle supplementary angle is sin 180 minus theta is equal to sin theta. Second coordinate, we know first coordinate all positive, here tan cot positive, here sin cosine sin और cosec positive, या seg और tan positive. So seg minus theta is even function will be sec theta, or sorry cos, this is positive, cos minus theta would be cos theta. Because of in fourth coordinate, when we minus theta angle draw here, so this would be positive. Sec theta, sec minus theta, sec theta, cos minus theta, cos theta, and trigonometric ratios and supplementary complementary angle sin 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta, and the here is trigonometric ratio change, here not trigonometric ratio change. So sine rule, sine formula A upon sin A, B upon sin B, C upon sin C, and cosine formula A is equal to A square is equal to B square plus C square minus 2 BC sin A, BC cos A, and like B square right, C square right. This is the cosine formula, and tangent formula B minus C upon B plus C tan B minus C by 2 tan B plus C by 2 tan 2a बराबर 2 tan a 1 minus tan square a sin 3a बराबर 3 sin a minus 4 sin q a cos 3a बराबर 4 cos q a minus 3 cos a tan 3a बराबर 3 tan q a minus 3 tan square a 3 tan a minus tan square a upon 3 tan q a. So this is the formula. Sin 2a बराबर 2 sin a cos 2a बराबर 2 cos a 2 cos 2 sin a cos a cos 2 a और 2 cos square a minus 1 cos square a minus cos sin square a 1 minus 2 sin square a, या ये भी ले सकते हैं हम कि cos theta would be 1 minus tan cos 2a would be 1 minus tan square upon tan square a upon 1 plus tan square a, or and tan sin 2a would be 2 tan a upon 1 plus tan square a. So these are the formula, and 2 sin a cos b would be sin a plus b plus sin A minus B and 2 sin A and sin C sin D. These are the formula in trigonometry. You have to learn these formula, and thereafter we have to some integration formula, very important integration formula here. So note down and remember these integral formula. So these formula are, so integration. So we have find the integration of, suppose this is dx 1 plus a square, suppose this is a square plus x square. So integration of this becomes 1 upon a tan inverse x upon a plus c. This is first, this is second, dx upon x square plus a square, and second is root of a square minus x square. So this becomes 1 upon a sin inverse x upon a plus c. Third is integration of dx upon under root x square minus a square. This becomes 1 upon a sin inverse sec inverse x upon a plus c. Here we if chain minus sign, this becomes 1 upon a tan inverse x upon a. Here minus sign 1 upon a cos inverse x by a. Here minus sign 1 upon a cosec inverse x by a. The change the trigonometric function. So 4 is dx upon under root. This is very important formula and used in physics calculations. X square minus a square. So this becomes x square plus minus. If plus is here, so this would be natural log x plus under root x square plus minus a square plus c. If x square plus a square, then x square plus square. If x square minus a square, this will be x square minus a square. This formula is very important when we go to the Coriolis force. When we analyze the equation of the when the a slot is placed in a groove, when disk is rotating in anticlockwise direction, when movement of the mass is gently placed in the block and the movement of its path. When we calculate the acceleration, the drive on derivation, this formula is utilized there. Either we use the second order differential equation. I discuss here how to use the differential equation here. I discuss here. So another formula is integration of dx a square minus x square, and last is dx x square minus a square. So this becomes 1 by 2a natural log. This becomes a plus x upon a minus x mod plus c, or this becomes 1 by 2a natural log x minus a upon x plus a mod plus c. This is the formula of integration, but this formula is very important. You should have remembered this formula, and these are also important. So memorize all the differentiation and all the integration formula. My concept, my and you know the chain rule for the integration, that is the u function and the u v function and d. This is dx. So we write first function is as it is differentiate first function as it is integration of second, and minus integration differentiation of first function and integration of second. That is the formula of differentiation. So you also read out the books, mathematical books, in given the formula and derivation. So uh, this is formula should be memorized by yourself, and we discuss here the second order differential equation, our last topic here. So length of video is increasing here, so I discuss 5 to 6 minutes here and finish the lecture over here. So second order differential equation. In second order differential equation, see over here, this is a second order differentiation. A dy over d2y over dx square plus b dy over dx plus c. We put e raised to power rt rx. This is function of x. So d2y over dx square would be, this would be r square e raised to power x rx, r square e raised to power rx. ठीक, right? So placing the value here, so this becomes r square e raised to power rx plus b r e raised to power rx plus c. C. AR square plus BR plus C. C y. This is y also. So this becomes here Cy, not C only. C e raised to power Rx. So Rx cancel out. So this becomes AR square plus BR plus C. This is the quadratic equation. Here, if the quadratic equation, in this quadratic equation is discriminant b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, the root will be distinct and unequal. Root will be distinct. डिस्टिंक्ट का मतलब क्या है? अनइक्वल. एंड रियल. डिस्टिंक्ट का मतलब है अनइक्वल. And the solution would be y is equal to function of x, y is equal to the direct, you have remember the function for the, this is first condition. So function, this would be c1 plus c2 e raised to power, c1 plus c2 e raised to power rx. This is the solution. R is the fact, sorry, c1 plus c2 r1, sorry, this is the root, c1 plus c2 r1 r2, r1x plus r2x, r1 and r2 two roots, c1 e raised to power r1x plus c2 e raised to power r2x. R1 and R2 and two different roots, unequal roots. So this is the equation of solution of this quadratic equation. This differential equation having the distinct root. Roots are real and equal. Y would be function of x would be c1 plus x c2 e raised to power rx. This is the for equal. Our roots are conjugate. Roots are imaginary. So alpha plus iota beta. Alpha is the real root, beta is the imaginary root. Two roots are here. If discriminant is minus 4ac is less than equal to 0, this is the condition for the, so the equation would be a function of x, y is equal to e raised to power alpha x cos beta x. Alpha is the one root, beta is the another root, c1 c2 sin beta x. This is the equation for the, this is solution for the third condition when the roots are imaginary. So here we see and we discuss here, this is the second order differential equation and another SHM equation, second order SHM equation and second order acceleration equation. This is asked in 2016 in Coriolis first analysis. So we discuss here the second order differential equation for acceleration. centrifugal acceleration. The centrifugal acceleration is d2r by dt square is equal to r omega square. This is the centrifugal acceleration. Centrifugal acceleration. And the SHM d2r by dt square is equal to minus r omega square. This is the SHM. We know the result for this equation. This would be r is equal to r is the function of time, would be c1 e raised to power omega t plus c2 e raised to power minus omega t. This is the solution for this equation. And for this equation, c1 e raised to power iota omega t plus c2 e raised to power minus iota omega t. Also, solution of y is equal to a sin omega t. We have also find by this equation these results. So this, why we get this equation? So we, here the solution for this differential equation, we put r is equal to e raised to power alpha t. So d2r over dt square becomes dr by dt becomes alpha e raised to power alpha t, and d2r by dt square becomes alpha square e raised to power alpha t, and put value here. So we becomes alpha square e raised to power alpha t minus r is e raised to power alpha t omega square equal to 0. E raised to power alpha square minus omega square equal to 0. So this term not becomes 0 because this is the radius. So this term we become 0. So alpha would be minus omega, plus omega and minus omega. Two values here. So two solutions here. C1 for first root, C1 e raised to power omega t, and second root for C2 minus e raised to power omega t by the superposition, r is equal to C1 e raised to power minus omega t plus omega t, or r is equal to C2 e raised to power minus omega t. By the superposition, we can both add, जैसे we add the amplitude, we add the velocity, we add the acceleration, like as we have the radial distance, we have to add it here and get this result. In this result, iota, so we put the value here, r is equal to alpha t. So this becomes, in this equation, so the quadratic here, the e raised to power here plus sign becomes because of minus. So this becomes e raised to power alpha t alpha square plus omega square equal to 0. This term not be 0. So alpha square is equal to minus omega square. So omega square is what? Minus 1 is equal to I square, iota square. So this become I omega alpha, I omega square, alpha square. So alpha would be I omega and minus I omega. This is the solution here. So putting the value, getting the answer by the superposition, we added C1 e raised to power I omega t plus C2 e raised to power minus I omega t. This is the solution. So you have to remember these results. This is the procedure I explained here, how we get the solution for this differential equation, but you have remembered these results always, because of this result is used in SHM while we driving the equation for this y is equal to a sin omega t plus phi, and this is question is asked in IIT 2016, and in my video of Coriolis force I have these phenomena explained very clearly, so you see also in this video. So this is the some mathematical concept I discussed here. I hope this concept built your analytical approach, and thanks for watching this video and take care.